They had already been warned earlier, but after this outburst from the likes of United Democratic Party Chairman Alberto August, Sergeant-at-Arms of the House of Representatives Brian Yellowman Ardinet, and Alan Kelly, among others, Chairman of the Senate Special Select Committee Aldo Salazar had no choice.
We'll suspend the sitting. We suspend the sitting now. Okay? We suspend the sitting. We have to suspend. We'll come back when we get some order, okay?
We'll what?
We'll come back when we get some order.
Police were at the ready, but the hecklers continued to shout even as the members of the committee and witness Elvin Penner retired. The camera operator from Plus TV was hit with a pen thrown by one of the hecklers, while Ardinet and at least one other protester got up to harass and threaten cameraman for Channel 7 News, Dennis Ellis, for turning his camera on him. But having made their point, the group momentarily left the premises. The hearing resumed shortly after, and the hecklers returned, staying mostly quiet up until the end of Elvin Penner's testimony, when they repeatedly cheered his statements. But why were they there in the first place? Their target says he knows, and also knows who sent them.
It is clear, I believe, to people who have seen this, that the United Democratic Party government and certain ministers and other officials in particular have things to hide. And I was one of the persons, including my other senators, who were asking pertinent and relevant questions and putting Mr. Penner on the hot seat, and hence they decided that they were going to distract and disrupt the proceedings today to get us away from that. The proceedings will not be terminated because these people intend to behave like that. I will insist next week and in the future that the chairman ensures that order prevails, and if people wish to behave like the way they behave today, then the rules of the National Assembly will have to be applied and they will be put out. This inquiry is important. The ramifications, legal and political, are very clear, and I have a duty as a member of a Senate Select Committee to ask my questions without any type of distraction or disturbance, and I will insist that my duty and my right to do that be respected.
But did the chairman handle the incident properly? He explains his actions, which Courtenay told us he supports to an extent.
I did speak with certain persons to ask that we need to have the Senate respected. You would have heard me. If you review your tape, you would see that I said the same thing. We need to respect the business of the Senate. But remember that we have to weigh the interests of the public as well. You would know that it was a particular request of the opposition when this was done that these hearings should be in public. So we need to be very clear. We need to weigh both sides, but we really do need to proceed in an orderly and respectable fashion. So although we may not be able to complain much about intervention here and there, if there's really disruption, then we really need to address it.
I think that Senator Salazar didn't want to bring down the heavy hand today. Last week he kicked out Mr. August, rightly so. Mr. August and his other cronies should have been kicked out today, but they thought that they were going to distract me. I had certain specific things that I wanted to ask Mr. Penner, and Mr. Penner answered them. I don't think he understands what he was doing to his own position, but be that as it may. Insofar as the chairman is concerned, we are meeting in private, and I believe that the chairman is going to ensure that order is kept and that the proceedings will be allowed to continue.
Aaron Humes reporting for News 5.